Picture this. You're walking all by yourself down a completely quiet street. You casually glance down, and right there, stashed away inside a garbage bin, you spot an absolutely unbelievable amount of cash. Nobody's around, no one's watching, nobody even knows you found it. What's going through your head in that exact split second? What's your very first move?
We're talking about 1 million rupees here. For most of us, that's not just extra spending money. That is a totally life-changing, astronomical amount of cash. It's the kind of windfall that can instantly wipe out all your debts, buy a house, and literally rewrite your entire future overnight. Would you keep it knowing it could basically solve every single problem you have? Or would you actually try to return it?
Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the mind-blowing story of a kid whose single split-second decision in the face of this exact dilemma altered the course of his life forever. This isn't just a simple tale about finding some lost cash. It's a really deep look into human nature, absolute integrity, and what wealth actually means. Let's take it from the top.
Section 1. The Discovery. Meet 12-year-old Alex. This kid had it incredibly rough, living in crushing poverty. Every single day, he's out there walking the freezing streets, just collecting plastic bottles and aluminum cans to scrape together a few tiny coins. We're talking torn clothes, shoes with literal holes letting the freezing cold air in, and he hadn't eaten a single thing since the night before. His stomach is completely empty, but he's still out there, holding on to the hope that better days are coming. Then, as he's digging through just another standard garbage bin, his hand brushes against something strange. It's this mysterious black bag shoved way down deep. Curious, he pulls it out into the light, unzips it, and his eyes just freeze. Right there in his freezing, dirty hands, the bag is packed to the brim with thick bundles of cash. It's more money than he's ever seen in his entire 12 years of life. Naturally, his heart just starts pounding out of his chest. He looks around the empty street. Complete silence. It's literally just him and 1 million rupees. He whispers to himself, this money could change everything. And I want you to just pause and really feel the weight of that isolation for a second. For a starving kid standing there in torn shoes, holding that bag doesn't just mean holding paper. It means holding survival itself. This massive rush of hope just washes over him. Immediately, his mind is racing. He's picturing taking all that cash and buying a warm, beautiful house for his mom. He's dreaming about getting a brand new bicycle, some clothes without holes in them, and finally eating hot, delicious meals every single day. But mostly, he's just dreaming of going back to school. He picks up the bag, feeling the physical weight of this brand new future, and starts heading home.
Which brings us to Section 2, a life-changing dilemma.
But then, right as Alex is walking home, literally clutching his entire future in his hands, he hears something. Someone is crying. He turns and spots an elderly man sitting completely alone on a wooden bench, head in his hands, just absolutely devastated. Now, Alex could have just kept walking, right? But he stops and asks, "Sir, are you okay?" The old man looks up, eyes full of tears, and drops a totally tragic twist. He tells Alex he just lost a black bag full of money. And this wasn't just pocket change or vacation savings. It was for my granddaughter's emergency surgery, the man sobs. If I don't find it today, I'll lose her forever. Talk about a gut punch. Let's look at the absolute agony of this choice. On side A, you've got Alex's lifelong dreams, his mother's safety, a real home, an education, finally escaping starvation. But then, on side B, you have a little girl's actual survival on the line. If he walks away, he gets his life. If he stays and hands it over, she gets hers. His hands are literally trembling at this point. It is the ultimate test of human character.
Section 3, making the hard choice. For what feels like an eternity, Alex just stands there in the freezing cold. The tension is almost unbearable. But then he closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, walks right over, and gives the distressed man a gentle smile. "Sir," he asks, "is this your bag?" The old man's eyes go wide, immediately filling with fresh tears of pure joy and absolute disbelief. "Yes, yes, that's mine," he yells. And just like that, Alex hands over the 1 million rupees. In that single motion, he gives away the house, the school, the food, everything. The old man just grabs him in this tight emotional hug, crying, "You saved my granddaughter, thank you." A small crowd nearby who saw the whole thing unfold actually starts clapping for this kid's unbelievable honesty. And that right there leads us to the real definition of true wealth, having a totally full heart even when your pockets are completely empty. Because think about it, Alex walked away from that bench with exactly what he had when he woke up. Absolutely nothing. His clothes were still torn, he was still starving, but internally, he walked away feeling completely fulfilled. He experienced a profound kind of wealth that no amount of paper cash could ever buy. But the story isn't over. Section 4, the secret honesty test.
Fast forward to the very next morning. Suddenly, this shocking line of incredibly expensive luxury cars pulls up and parks right outside Alex's tiny, run-down house. The neighbors are absolutely losing their minds, peeking out their windows trying to see what's going on. The door of the lead car opens and out steps the exact same elderly man from the bench. But there is a massive difference today. He's not wearing the simple, unassuming clothes from yesterday. Oh no, he steps out in this impeccably tailored, highly elegant suit. The guy just radiates power and success.
Now, what's really interesting here is the massive twist this guy reveals. He walks right up to Alex and says, "I owe you the truth. I am actually one of the richest businessmen in this city." So that bag of money, it was never lost by accident. There was no granddaughter needing emergency surgery. He looks right at the kid and says, "I wanted to see if honesty still existed in this world. And you passed the test."
Alex is just standing there, completely shell-shocked, unable to process what he's hearing. The wealthy businessman flashes a huge smile and hands the 12-year-old an incredibly thick envelope. Inside, the real reward for his integrity. A full-ride scholarship to go back to school, enough cash to instantly buy a brand-new warm home, a secure, high-paying job for his mom so they'd never have to struggle again, plus massive savings to totally guarantee Alex's future. It's literally everything he dreamed of and more.
And finally, Section 5. True wealth lasts forever.
Let's flash forward a bunch of years. Because of that single split-second moment of honesty, Alex's entire life trajectory changed. He thrived in school, graduated from a top-tier university, and actually went on to become a highly successful businessman himself. He built his own empire. But he never, ever forgot that freezing morning when he handed back a fortune. Whenever people in the business world ask him for his secret to incredible success, he always smiles and shares his core philosophy. Money can make you rich for a while, but honesty can make you rich for life. That is the ultimate lesson on the long-term return on investment that comes from pure integrity. 1,000,000 rupees might have fed him for a few years, but his character, that fed him for a lifetime.
Which brings us right back to you. I want you to really ask yourself the hard question here. If you found that black bag, 1,000,000 rupees, and you knew with 100% certainty that nobody was watching, what would you actually do? Would you have kept the cash or returned it? Jump down into the comments and let me know. Type yes if you'd return it or no if you'd keep it. Let's see how honest we all really are. And hey, if you got something out of this explainer, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. I'll catch you in the next one.